Everybody, welcome to the second official episode to the Mobcast.
Mobcast 2, baby.
Today we got new microphones, so sound quality is going to be a lot better.
Hell
and we
yeah.
got a bunch of different topics to float through. But the first different topic we're going to be going through, what is the worst experience y'all have had on a substance?
Oh, snap.
Well, I think I'd have to say the first time I did DXM with Mr. Mark and Mr. James.
DXM was terrible.
It was my 18th birthday.
It was only the beginning of it, you know. After that, everything was good. But I went ahead, you know, woke up, was looking like everything was through a stethoscope.
A kaleidoscope?
Kaleidoscope. There we go. But you know, everything looks like it's through a kaleidoscope. You know, you're seeing the whole room in these little pixels, and so you know that was kind of weird. It felt like my breath was kind of like slipping away from me. I was like, oh
Yeah,
no,
dude.
this is the final time. And then James jumped through the doors
Wait.
through like a
Oh,
GTA
yeah.
person, you know. But that's what saved me, truly. I mean.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy because at the same time he was experiencing all of this, I had to take a shit, right? And so I wasn't sleeping in the living room, and so it was dark as fucking, in the living room, and so I couldn't see anything. There was nothing like pixelated. There was nothing crazy for me. It was just darkness. And so I literally hopped up, stood up because I had to go to the bathroom real bad. Literally was like, oh my gosh, because I could feel the robo-walk. I started the robo-walk, right? And if y'all know what robo-walking is, it's basically where you lose all motor function, and it's like the weirdest feeling ever, because you walk like a robot. And I jumped over Owen, because he was on the beanbag, and I literally busted into the bathroom, went to the bathroom, realized that I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening right now? Couldn't see anything either, because I didn't turn the lights on in the bathroom, and then I jumped through my room, because it was connected to the bathroom, jumped through like a GTA character literally, and told Adriel, you have to stand up, you have to stand up. I didn't even know if he was awake or not. I literally didn't even think about him sleeping or nothing. I was like, Adriel, you have to stand up right now. And then he stood up.
And this is all at like 6, 7 in the morning.
6 in the morning, yeah, and we went to bed at like
Because I was
3.
still sleeping at the time.
Yeah. Nobody else was awake.
Yeah, and we went to bed at like 3, so we only got like 3 hours.
What time do you think I fell asleep that night? Because I don't remember falling asleep.
Well, I don't know either, because you were like screaming around and moving and stuff like that. I don't know. But you were like, you were not responsive till probably at like 9.
Yeah, my body, that's easily my worst experience on any substance too, is that DXM, Deslo. I found out I've been mispronouncing that this entire time. I just made a whole hour 17 long YouTube video mispronouncing that word the entire time. That's how bad I was tripping. That's how messed up I was though, that I didn't even know what we were on fully, because I couldn't even remember the name, nothing. That was the worst experience of my life.
He also just didn't read the bottle either.
Well, Schmiegen was such. What did do? Schmiegen didn't tell us anything. Do you know how many times I asked him if it was like codeine? He didn't tell me nothing.
No, whoa. He didn't say it was like codeine.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I kept asking if it was like codeine. He told me, he's like, yeah, it's kind of like codeine. It's similar to codeine. It's kind of like that. So I'm thinking we're going to be floating around. I think we're going to have a fun time.
I didn't know he said that.
That's what he told me, because that's why I thought, okay, he put it in grape soda too, so it's probably similar to codeine. That's why I drank that on the way to the casino, and all of a sudden I transported into a video game. I start feeling hot and cold patches across my whole body like some thermal vision.
At the casino.
No, I felt like I was morphing into Stephen Hawking minus the intelligence in that casino.
I won $147.
I witnessed it. That was pretty dope.
That was
dope.
Terrible.
No,
that was
dude.
terrible. I was tripping for.
I had a great time. It's so hard for me to fucking hear this, because I had such a great time.
How long did you trip for? How many days?
I didn't trip for any days.
Dude, I tripped for 4.5 days.
Yeah, I don't understand how.
Yeah.
Well, probably because I had that bitch ass
with
steak
yours.
in my stomach too. I had a raw steak and then just drank cough syrup on top of it. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
do
That's
that.
yeah, that's weird. I don't understand how that happened.
that was genuinely miserable.
I had to drive the fucking same day. I had to drive him home, and I had to drive Schmiegen. I had to drive Schmiegen back home, and then I had to drive my friend Lairs to Spokane.
It's like a 30-minute drive about on the freeway, everything like that.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
it's like a 30-minute drive, and this was on my 18th birthday, and my mom had no idea what the fuck just happened downstairs.
Oh, that was crazy. That was a terrible night for me. Worst night of my life. I have a whole hour-long YouTube video about that on my main account if y'all are interested in more of that. But that wasn't your worst experience. What do you think your actual worst experience was, James?
Probably the time. It was probably with Schmiegen.
Yeah.
It was probably with Schmiegen
Yeah.
one time when I did shrooms. I don't know exactly. I forget how old I was 16. I had to be 16, right? Me, Schmiegen, Brody, and Wyatt. These are all friends that we went down to my father's house. Well, not my dad. No. I'm not going to say it like that. My dad's trailer, and then he had a camper next to the trailer where we all had to sleep over. That's where we had the little slumber party that night, and that's where we did a bunch of shrooms. And when we did these shrooms, well, they were caps, okay? And I was selling these caps. I loved these caps.
Like 0.5, 1 gram is 2 capsules.
Yeah, exactly. 1 gram is 2 caps. So it's like, you just pop these little guys, have a good time at school, I just get you going, you know what I'm saying? Get you going. And so I had we had an ounce of these caps, right? So it was like we had we had like, I don't know, like 38 caps or something like that, right? Because me and Schmegan did 9 grams total. And that's a lot of caps. And we did all the bag. The bag was empty. The bag was gone. And everyone was like, had 4 caps total, maybe 6, maybe Brody did. So they were not having they were not tripping like us. And
wasn't that his first time tripping?
I was just about to say that. This was Schmegan's first ever time, and the only reason he ate this many caps is because he bought them with me. I was like, hey, give me half the money and I'll get I'll get you them out. He wanted to eat them all with me because I was experienced. I knew what I was doing. And I told him he's going to catch up on him, so he had an insane trip, right? He literally thought that he was naked. When we were sitting in the trailer, in the camper, he kept screaming that he was naked. He didn't know where he was. He didn't know what we were doing. He didn't know where he was at. And I'm like, dude, we're in Tencent. We're in fucking, we're fine, dude. We're in the middle of nowhere. Nothing's going to happen. He's like, wait, are you going to kill me? Are you going to kill me? Oh. Started thinking that we're going to kill him because I said, dude, it's all jokes, dude. One of us is just going to take the eternal slumber one day. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't even know what I was talking about because I was starting to trip hard. And then he just starts freaking out thinking I'm going to kill him. And I'm like, dude, I had to explain to him, truthfully, actually I had to explain to this dude that if I killed him, that I would go to prison. I'm like, dude, if I killed you right now, your mom would come, and, she would know, because where else did you go? And one of us would get in trouble. I had to, actually explain it to him. And so, the whole night, he was tweaking. He started talking about, threes, how, the number 3, he couldn't get off of it. That's because we started calling him an NPC, and he was actually an NPC, a real...
He's a genuine NPC.
A real non-person player. He is not a real human. And it was the craziest thing, because that night really proved that, because he was just tripping, and he literally went into DMT world. He said he was a baby. He said he couldn't know what was happening. He said he did not know what the fuck was going on, and it was the craziest thing because I'm tripping right now, at this time, and I'm looking outside, and because I had to take a piss, right? I would go, outside of the door, I would just swing the door open and pee all over pee all over, right? Everything was hexagon. Everything, right? And it's snowy outside, and everything looks all perfectly crystallized. It's the sun's barely coming up now, and it's a beautiful sight. It's just a beautiful sight. And so I'm like, damn, dude, I really just want to enjoy this trip. So, this is a trailer, okay? We got a master bedroom, just a bed, and then there's a mini hallway, and then there's a living room, okay? Schmegan's back here going crazy. Well, me and Brody and then Schmegan are all in this bed. Wyatt's out here, okay? Schmegan stands up. I'm like, yeah, Brody, go take care of him. Go take care of him. Because I just want to chip and just chill, right? So he goes out there. I'm, following him, I'll go say bye, you know what I'm saying? I'll go say goodnight or whatever, right? Schmegan goes and just sits down on Wyatt while he's literally in his Zen mode, chilling in his own era type of thing. I don't even know what he's doing. And Schmegan just sits on top of him. And so Wyatt freaks out. Dude, what's wrong with you? Dude, what's wrong with you? What is wrong? Dude, what's wrong with him, bro? And I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry, bro. Because Wyatt's the older homie. It's he's not even in high school anymore, and we're 16. So I'm like, bro, oh, fuck, dude, I'm so sorry. I cannot believe this is happening.
That was his first time meeting Schmegan.
This was his first time meeting Schmegan. And I'm like, oh, God, dude, I'm so sorry. He's, no, bro, this is so stupid. What is wrong with him? He's having a bad trip, dude. We don't know what's wrong with him, dude. He's a fucking NPC. We already explained this shit. We already know what's going on. So I'm like, Wyatt, just come back here with me. Just come back here with me. And so I take Wyatt back here with me. I'm like, Brody, you gotta take care of him, dude. Wyatt's gonna have a bad trip, dude. I start fucking coercing this because I know what's about to happen. I take Wyatt back there. I'm like, dude, that fucker's tripping, dude. I don't know what's wrong with him. And so we just start talking shit a little bit. A little bit. And then we get off the subject, talking about laughing. We're just talking about some random stuff. Schmegan, what's wrong? Are they talking about me? I can hear him up there. I'm like, oh, God, dude. And so Brody's trying to contain him. Dude, no, they're not. Dude, stop, dude. They're not talking about him.
Schmegan and Brody, they also hated each other. Because at the time, we had, because, fucking James said, Wyatt was, one of our big homies, right? He's, 19, 20 years old. We're still sophomore year of high school. And we had a good friend group of me, James, Brody, and Schmiegen. The reason we hung out with Brody and Schmiegen is because when we got baked, they were pure entertainment. They were like some jesters. They were literally some jesters. Like we'd have them in the backseat of the car, and then randomly, whenever it would get like like a little boring or something, they just start fighting. They just start going at each other. Like they were literal. They did not like each other at all because it was like me and James were some toxic parents, and they were our children fighting for attention. It literally felt like that constantly, and so I was surprised that James told me that like Brody's even taking care of Schmiegen.
Yeah, Brody was taking care of Schmiegen the whole fucking night. I couldn't believe it either because I was like, me and Wyatt were just laughing, having a good time, trying to chip our lives away, you know what I'm saying? And just talking about mush, and mush just kept getting them every single time. It was so funny. But then, eventually, right, we're all chilling out here, you know, the sun's up. And Brody comes back because Schmiegen is staring at the wall, drooling. So we're like, okay, I think he's fine, right? And so we're all in the back talking, chopping it up, right? And so Schmiegen is like, dude, I'm so sorry, right? And so we're like, what? Like, what's happening? Like, we're all good, right? It's chill. And so he's like, I don't know, dude. I don't. And he starts bawling, just starts crying. And I'm like, oh no, like, damn, like, you know, I kind of feel bad for him. I don't know what's going on, right? He's crying right now, like, just freaking bawling up in tears and everything like that. I'm like, okay, Shmi, it's fine, right? You just need to go outside. You need to go over there and go to bed, right? So, I turn around. I kind of don't really remember what happened after this, but we all eventually go to bed. It's like 9. It's maybe like 8, 9. Like, the sun's up. We're just going to bed because we hadn't gone to bed yet. And so we wake up probably like 12, right? Me, Brody, in the bed. Schmiegen's out there, right? He comes in, actually. Actually, that's how I woke up, is him coming inside. And so, Wyatt's not there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where's Wyatt, right? I'm like, hey, Schmiegen, like, where's Wyatt? And then Schmiegen is just like, has no clue. Oh, I don't know, dude, he just left. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just left. And keep in mind, right, we're an hour away from where we live, and in the middle of nowhere, like fields. This literal town we're in has a population of 100 people, and the nearest even civilization town is literally like fucking 35-minute drive. So I'm like,
because y'all all drove there together, right?
Yeah, we drove there in my car, yeah. And we got pulled over on the way there, and the cop, I gave him my SoundCloud, and he said he's gonna listen to it. And that was when I found out Schmiegen like, I didn't even know that Wyatt brought his bong, dude, and that's how we found out, because he's like, dude, I have my bong on me. I'm like, what? I'm on probation, dude. But fucking, so I'm like, what do you mean what do you mean Wyatt's gone, Schmiegen? And he's like, oh yeah, I don't know, we were just talking earlier, and then he just left. And I'm like, like, still to, okay, so then after the fact, we did all our bullshit, right? That the rest of the story doesn't matter. I eventually do ask Wyatt. I'm like, dude, so what happened, right? Like, why'd you leave? And he just literally gave no fucking response. To this day, I still don't fucking know. He just basically was like, yeah, dude, Schmiegen's hella weird, dude. I don't like him. He's kind of like fucking, like just not like feminine, just has no masculinity. And I'm like, I'm just trying to correlate a story. I'm like, what does he mean? Like, did he ask him for head? Like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand how the fuck. And I'm like, so how did you leave? Like, what happened, right? And he's like, well, I just walked for a couple miles, and then I called up my homie, and he picked me up. I'm like, what, dude? So why did you, like, you didn't need to, really? And he's like, yeah, bro, no, it's all fine. No, it's not your fault. I'm like, I just feel like there's something deeper.
Yeah, and just for clarity too, Wyatt is like a chill ass dude. Like there's almost nothing you can do that would make that happen unless like James said, he was asking for head. He was doing. There's nothing you could do to make Wyatt walk that far and call up someone to pick him up. Even if something happens that's like he doesn't like, he would still stay and get like driven home. The fact that he went to walk away means that something terrible happened. And I remember James telling me about this, and we still to this day never found out what happened. Why didn't I? Was I grounded? Is that why I didn't come out with you? Why? Because I remember there was something that happened. I was so sad I couldn't go, and then you told me that story, and I'm like, ugh, well.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go.
We could get a full in deep depth in that shit, because that thing is a crazy one. But that was basically about it, though. It's just he was freaking out. He was freaking out. It's completely freaking out. So that's probably my worst experience on any substance, because I mean, I haven't had like a crazy bad one besides that. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like freaked me out. And then the next time it was when puking.
Yeah.
That's the only time where I actually had like a bad experience where I couldn't really like control what was happening to me. That's when I was like, oh fuck, I didn't like this.
I've had a lot of those experiences.
Well, yeah, I know I have, but I always controlled them though. And then I was the only one where I didn't touch them. So it's like a little wave where I got sucked under for a little bit. But then I listened to Cash In, Cash Out, and it brought me back.
Yeah, that was crazy. We went in we were having a terrible trip at my mom's house after. Low key, we should just talk about this story to be honest, because this was a crazy funny time, dude.
Oh my!
So for those of you who like go to a Winco, which is like a store if you don't have a Winco around you, they have these like pretzel hoagie sandwiches. It's like a pretzel bun and everything like that. They're gas, right? And so the only reason I know about these sandwiches is because my mom loves these sandwiches. She showed me that, like one day she had one, she's like, you have to try this. This is the best sandwich. Like tell me all sorts of stuff. So I tried it. Sure enough, it's a gas sandwich. Fast forward like probably 4 or 5 months after like I initially tried this sandwich for the first time, James comes over to my mom's house. We have a bunch of mushrooms, and normally we had those capsules like he had in the last story you just told, but this time we had actual mushrooms. So like, how should we eat up? I want to get a little bit of food. So like, yeah, let's get those pretzel hoagie sandwiches and eat up the mushrooms with that. And so it was probably like what, 8:30, 9 about. It's getting like kind of later into the night, and so we start putting our shrooms on these sandwiches to go ahead and eat them. This would have been sophomore year as well, 16, yeah, yeah.
I think so.
Because it had to have been, had to have been because that was when we were doing a bunch of mushrooms when you were on probation.
I know.
So that's had to have been because he was on probation sophomore year. But
and we had the Fortnite set up in the front.
Oh wait, that was this trip too?
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, that was so
That's
crazy.
How it
Okay.
started,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because
I remember. Oh, this is good.
This is so funny because we put those mushrooms up and on the sandwich, right? To start our trip, right? I take a good 2-3 bites out the sandwich. Every time I'm eating it, me and James are just standing in the kitchen eating a shroom sandwich. My mom is super chill. She like lets me smoke. She let me do all sorts of stuff. She was like the chillest parent out of anyone in the friend group, right? So we didn't necessarily need to hide the mushrooms from her. But I'm not gonna come over to because like I only went to my mom's house once a week and 1 weekend per month because of the custody schedule. So I don't want her to just think that we're only coming here to do a bunch of drugs, which we were. We were. But so we didn't let her know that we were tripping because like there's no point in just like letting her know because my mom is the worst person to trip around. She will destroy. Oh wait, is this the same one where with those chains and everything where she was sitting there? I think it is.
The chain? I don't think it is.
You don't?
Because that wasn't that one we've seen the alien.
That was.
Yeah.
That was okay. That was. That's different. That was okay. God, we took so many shrooms, they all mix into each other every now and again. That's why it's good to have both of us here for this.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's that one. But we're eating these mushroom sandwiches in the kitchen. I take a good 2-3 bites. It's super crunchy. You can hear the stems snapping. You can hear everything. Every time I pull away, there's a couple stems like sticking out of the sandwich and whatnot. And then suddenly, my mom rounds the corner of the kitchen. And so I take a bite, right? And then my mom rounds the kitchen corner and she literally just goes, like her eyes light up. She puts both of her hands and says, oh, is that a pretzel hoagie sandwich? And I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh fuck, it's obviously a pretzel hoagie sandwich. And I'm like, oh no, right? And so then my mom's like, can I have a bite of that? She's putting her hands out.
Like a little fiend.
Yeah, she's putting her hands out. She's like literally acting like a fiend wanting one hit. And I'm like, and so I'm doing some quick thinking. I'm like, okay, all the mushrooms are on this side, all the mushrooms. I spin the sandwich around. I'm like, you can have a bite, you can only eat out the side. Eat out this side, right? Oh, take a bite right here. I'm like, pointing out an area. I'm like, I don't think there's much. Right here, eat right here, eat right here. And then for some reason, she didn't think it was like weird how weird I was being about it. She's like, ooh, okay, grabs it, double hand, bites that thing. I'll never forget just hearing that.
I know.
And I was like, oh no, she's gonna know. She pulls away and hands it to me. She hands it to me facing up and there's a stem. You can see the mushroom stem that she just ate. And I'm like, cause she like slightly pulled it out when she like took her bite. And then she's like, thank you, that's so good. Gives it back to me, walks away. And I'm like,
he just looked at me and I was like, oh my god, dude.
Oh my dude.
I was just like, oh funny. Shit, dude. That's what I was like, hey, well, you want to play some Fortnite and forget?
Because at the time we were Fortnite demons.
Yeah,
and dude. My mom's apartment was pretty small, so we had this set up in, I don't even know what room that technically is. It's just like the entry room, I guess. Yeah. We had a Xbox and PlayStation up and in there, and so we decided to go ahead and play Fortnite. And this was during OG Fortnite, because I remember running around on the volcano, right?
That's season 8, dude.
But that didn't come back. But weren't we on No, we were by the Mayan temples, but that's still by the volcano. What season was that?
Season 8, dude.
But this was sophomore year.
This was not that early,
dude,
no.
That's weird. Oh wait, that's weird then. I don't know. That's the only volcano I knew about.
Maybe it was chapter 5. I don't know.
I don't know.
Regardless, though, me and James go to play Fortnite, right? And we're like, we glide down. The more we're playing Fortnite, we can feel our trip like working up.
Yeah,
I've never played Fortnite tripping.
No.
No.
I haven't played the tripping before.
Never played it. Yeah. So we were like fucking. We didn't really know what we were expecting or what we were getting into. We just expected it to be fun. And so as we start tripping more and more, Fortnite is one of the craziest like games to look at. Tripping. Like the graphics they had at the time were like the trippiest graphics that they'd had of all time. So I'm looking at the ground, I'm looking at all this stuff.
I'm like, holy fuck. I felt like just a naked human running through the wilderness, dude. I'm picking up everything I see, dude. I'm like, I'm just like running around. And then fucking, dude, talk about what you said.
Okay. Wait,
this was so funny.
I just remember, I don't know if I'm, okay, so I just remember running around on that volcano. That's why it confused me, because I've specifically...
iPad storage full.
Okay, well, we're going to have to take a pause. Either that or we can just use that bottom camera.
You just want to use that bottom camera?
Fuck it, let's just use the bottom camera, I guess. Because that's a lot of different things. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, but besides the point, I just remember being on this volcano, and I remember looking down at my inventory, right? And I had like all purple guns, all legendary guns. Like I'm looking at my loot.
He's saying this,
I'm tripping in my head, and I feel like a boss. I'm like, oh, my loot's so good, bro. Like, look at this. I got like a scar. I got all sorts of stuff. I'm like, oh, this is fire. This is fire. And then I'm like, what do you got, James?
I know, I'm like listening to this. I'm like, whoa, what, dude? Like, what is that? I don't even know what that is, dude. I got like apples and bananas and shit, dude. Look. And he looks over and I got pure gray. Pure gray. I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on, dude.
And literally this entire time, we landed in like a far corner of the map where no one was there, so we could just go frolicking around. This whole time, we're just basically running in circles without realizing we're running in circles. And the zone was just pulling to us the entire time.
Dude,
what?
I just realized, dude. That's what it started too. You were the beast in the wilderness, and I was the one frolicking.
Oh my god, that's why the trip was like that.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's crazy. Y'all will understand why this is crazy in a second. I can't believe we just figured this out on the podcast, to be honest. This is insane. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
But basically that zone just kept pulling to this like volcano that we were on. And so we're starting to trip harder and harder and harder until eventually, and this whole time we're just frolicking around, running in circles. Not one human has been on our screen this entire time. Whopping 0 kills, top 10, and suddenly we realize we're top 10 and somehow we haven't had to move and the circle just pulled to us. And that's when it turns to war.
Well, no, that's because we were at that gas station, remember? We were at the behind this gas station. We were doing emotes to each other. We were doing different emotes to each other, talking and then laughing, right? All of a sudden we turned the corner like to this gas station, turn the corner where like you can see the pumps. Boom, grenade, explodes everything. Boom, gunfire, war, everything. And I was like, holy shit, dude.
That shit, it got so overwhelming so fast. That's right, because that one grenade got tossed in.
Yeah.
It not only blew up, because like they didn't toss just one grenade. They kept hucking. They hucked a bunch of grenades. The initial first one blew up the gas station as well. So suddenly, we haven't heard any gunfire or anything this entire game. All of a sudden, my headphones are on my ears, and I'm starting to work up to a really fucking hard trip. And I say, boom, 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 and I'm like, all of a sudden I start tripping so hard. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I just remember fucking throwing my headphones off at my TV and just sitting there.
I know, we both died. We both died. Like,
wait, did we die? Yeah, I remember throwing mine off before I died.
Oh, then we died.
I remember throwing mine off and watching my guy die, and I was like, oh my, that's so overwhelming. That's so I felt like I was in Vietnam. I felt like I was in Vietnam.
I know, that's how I felt too. I threw mine off too. Well, and keep in mind, we're full yelling because Owen's mom just told us that she's fucking half deaf.
Yeah, my mom.
She can't hear shit.
My mom was literally randomly half deaf for 3 days. She just lost hearing in one of her ears for 3 days. I don't know how that makes sense. But my transgender ex-stepdad, half-sister's real dad, mom's ex-husband, but current roommate is also completely deaf in one ear. So we felt like we had full map. Nobody could hear. We were basically living in a house with just like disabled people at this point.
Dude.
Yeah, and so like, oh, we could be loud. We could be as loud as we want. We could trip. So after we got off Fortnite, was that when we started running around, or did we instantly go to the couch?
No, we went to the couch.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
okay.
Then we were like, okay, let's just watch a movie. Do you want to watch fucking Happy Gilmore? Yeah. We'll fucking watch Happy Gilmore, right? We're sitting there watching Happy Gilmore, having a good old time, right? Boom, boom, bam. And then all of a sudden, I just hear...
It was that was so much more aggressive than that. It was so much more aggressive than that.
Not really.
Dude, I remember I puked My entire...
I know, but the first one, remember? The first one, it was just a little blip, and you're like, what the fuck? Dude, we all were like so
Oh my god, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
right.
You're like, I don't know what just
right.
happened. I don't know what just happened. And then that's when you fucking puked up, and you're like, I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Because then I start feeling weird.
Oh, for those of you who don't know, if you puke on mushrooms, it's like a guaranteed terrible bad trip. Ugh. And it's like you're going to have a trip in waves, which means like if you're tripping in waves, you're going to work up to a trip like normal. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden you puke. And after you puke, you are going to slowly become dead sober. And then randomly flip of a switch, you're tripping way harder than you've been this entire time for like 15, 20 minutes. Work back down to not tripping at all. Flip of a switch, tripping 10 times harder than you were that time before. Just a process. Yeah. Worse and worse with just bad, like just a terrible trip. I forgot about that because I remember being terrified when that happened. I had that initial, and I just saw it right there. I'm like, oh, I just puked. Like, I'm trying to act normal. I've puked on mushrooms before, and I know it's not good. So I'm like, oh, that's weird because I didn't even feel it. It literally just creeped up and just jumped out my mouth. So I was so confused. I'm like, so I'm like looking at that, and I'm like, oh, I just all over the rest of my body, and then I'm watching the wetness absorb on my shirt, and I start tripping so hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, this is so bad, so bad, so bad, so bad. So then my mom,
and I'm sitting there right next to him, like, oh. Fuck. Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that was so bad.
The literal last time we tripped was the last time he puked the first time.
Yeah, I was puking around a lot. That's why puke Markham. Puke Markham. But so I'm like tripping. At this point, I can't remember why. I went up I don't know if I went to my mom or if my mom came to me because she saw the puke. And she's like, oh my gosh, like let me take care of you, and whatnot. As I prefaced before this, my mom is someone you do not want to be around on mushrooms. She started treating me like a blacked out frat boy. She takes me to the kitchen and she's like, okay, look at it. Because she's drunk as fuck, too.
And
she's
tripping.
Wasted. And slightly tripping from my sandwich. And so she like takes me into the kitchen sink and she's like, okay, just go and like look in the sink. I'm gonna get you some ice cubes. I'm like, ice cubes? What? What's like ice cubes will make you stop throwing up? And I'm like, I'm not gonna puke anymore. Like, I already know I'm not gonna puke anymore. And that's why I'm looking in this dirty ass apartment sink, and it's one of the trippiest things I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then my mom's like, all right, like shoves some ice cube in my mouth. I'm feeling this cold ice in my mouth, and all of a sudden I feel myself go back into my body, and all of a sudden I'm in my brain watching through my eyes. I'm like, I'm not myself looking through my eyes. I'm watching this happen. I'm like, oh no. Spit those out. I'm like, no, I need fresh air. Because at that moment, I remembered that going outside into fresh air like helped with the trip. It could take away a bad trip. You breathe in some fresh air. So I'm like, no, I just need to go outside. She's like, okay, I'll smoke a cigarette. And so we go over to the porch. She starts sparking up her cigarette and shit. So like we open the sliding door. The second we open the sliding door, it is pitch black outside. All I see in this entire sky is just stars lighting up the sky, and all of a sudden I feel so insignificant, like I'm about to just die and get like just crushed into nothingness. I'm like, okay, no, I can't be out here right now. I start seeing how big the map is. I'm like, this is like a DLC extension. I'm like, whew, I turn right back around because I start feeling myself trip even harder. I open up that door. This was one of the worst. I open up that door. Everything, I'm not even fucking kidding when I say that. Everything was like outlined black and white like a car. I had no color. I had no color. Nothing like this has ever happened to me I had no fucking color, Adriel. I had no color. And so I'm like, I open up this door and I'm trying to act normal. I'm like, okay, let's get to the couch. Let's watch Happy Gilmore. Let's get to the couch. Let's watch Happy Gilmore. I'm trying to walk in. That's why I see James with this stuffed animal.
This whole fucking time since he left, right? His mom took him up, and this whole time now I'm sitting there, and I was sitting here chilling, watching Happy Gilmore, and then all of a sudden some wave hit me, and I was just like, oh shit, and I started just sinking. Boom. Like my whole life just started sinking, just with me and my body too. And then there's some stuffed animal. I don't know where.
It looked like it was like a teal Duolingo owl looking thing.
That's what it looked like. And I don't know where the fuck it came from.
No idea.
Appeared on top of me. I'm like, oh my god, it's saving me. So I grabbed it, and I was it's fully like, I'm fucking under this thing. I'm fully under it, and I'm like hiding. And I'm watching Happy Gilmore, and this entire movie is not making any sense. I don't even know what's happening. Different scenes are playing that are not in the right order, and I'm just sitting here looking at Owen go by and going outside, and I'm like, oh my gosh, right? Like, I barely even remember half of this shit because the whole time I was tripping, going down some crazy memories and crazy thoughts, and it was all bad, too. It was all weird and shit. It wasn't, like, bad. It was just weird. And I was feeling so weird the whole time. I couldn't even fucking think straight. Was looking at Happy Gilmore. The same scene I just fucking watched in the beginning of the movie was playing right now, but it was not right. I was like, what is happening? And all of a sudden, Owen comes down, sits down, and I'm looking at him. Like, we're not saying anything. I look at him again, and he's his fucking dog. He's this fucking golden retriever. Duke. And I'm looking at him, and he's like, looks at me, and like, literally, his tongue's hanging out and everything. And,
because I look over at James, and he's looking at me like this. He is terrified of me. And I'm like, what's going on, man? I'm just trying to watch the movie.
That's what he says, and I'm like, look just straight back at the movie. I'm like, what the fuck? Because it literally looks like the dog just was like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
that's just wild. That's a
no
wild
fucking, I did not understand the thing. I'm like, oh, fuck.
So I didn't even try to say anything after that either. I instantly understood, like, oh, he is where I'm at. Let's lock into Happy Gilmore. Adam Sandler is the worst choice of a movie to put on when you're tripping, because if you're watching an Adam Sandler movie sober, it still doesn't make full sense. There's not exactly a set storyline to Adam Sandler movies. Happy Gilmore, I remember happening perfectly this certain way. Yeah. So I sit down on this couch. I'm like, this is a movie I've watched a million times. I can hang on to this plot, and I can bring myself.
VHS. I used to watch it on the VHS.
Literally. So I'm like sitting here. I'm like, this movie, we know what's going to happen. Exactly. I just need to submerge myself in this movie, watch the movie. My bad trip will start to go away. We'll be good. Then the same thing starts happening James just talked about. All of a sudden, I'm like, so in my mind, right, I'm tripping so bad that reality around you doesn't make too much sense. No. So you want to make it make sense by focusing on the movie. And so I'm like, okay, this scene's happening right now. I know what scene's happening after it. You're telling yourself this in your head to make yourself feel better, to start to get out of that bad trip. Yeah. Suddenly, the scene's over. It goes to switch over to the next one. And it's the one that you thought was the second scene in the movie. Yeah. And you're like, wait, I thought this was like 40 minutes prior.
Yeah, literally, so long ago.
It literally felt like they took all the scenes and just shuffled them around and then just fucking press played on the movie. I'm like,
Yeah, I know. And I look over at you and you're not a dog anymore. And I'm like, dude.
Me and him are both just like kind of just literally sitting here with our eyes wide open, our mouths wide open, and we're just like trying to cling on to reality. We're like, come on, come on. Come on.
And which of us had the idea to go to the bathroom?
I don't know.
But maybe it was both of us.
I just remember popping. Yeah, no, I think that's actually what it was. No, it was you. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you're like, okay, dude, we need to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, no, we do need to go. We need to go to the bathroom because the bathroom. It was our safe space. It was our safe haven. One time when we were on mushrooms, like having a kind of bad trip, we fell asleep in this bathroom. Kind of. Well, yeah, kind of. We tried. I ended up just having to call out of work saying I was sick.
That was under the table.
Wait, that was under the table?
That was under the table.
Wait, we went to the bathroom.
Your mom kicked us out.
Yeah, she kicked our mom. Yeah. My mom wakes up at like fucking 6 in the morning to come use the bathroom. She opens the door to me and James just on the floor tripping asleep. Okay, we're getting off topic. That was a whole different trip.
Off topic.
This bathroom, we spent hours in there when we were tripping. Anytime we were tripping, this bathroom, this mirror, it was a safe space. Even though there was black mold infested all over the place. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. And so like, we need to go to the bathroom. We need to go to the bathroom. Yeah. So we popped up, went over to the bathroom, and then I popped out my phone, and I'm like, no, I need to listen to Cash In, Cash Out. I need to listen to Cash In, Cash Out. Because Cash In, Cash Out with Tyler, the Creator, and 21 Savage had just dropped. And me and James both knew every single lyric, and we would like rap it a certain way. We're like making fun of these terrible 21 Savage bars, and then Tyler, the Creator goes off in that song. So we go to play this song, and me and James are just like singing the lyrics to it, doing some stuff in the mirror, and the whole time I'm like trying to become human again. I'm like, okay, let's just move around, let's like sing this song, and then eventually I start pulling myself out of the trip. Tyler, the Creator, comes on, and it feels like he literally grabs me through the phone and pulls my soul back into my body. And I'm like,
both of us had this wild experience, and it's funny how we actually fucking found that song too, because Owen just found it and he's like, dude, 21 Savage and Tyler, the Creator, made a song. And I'm like, oh, right, because I at this time did not like him, right? And then fucking Owen was like, yeah, just listen to it. I think fucking Tyler, the Creator, had like a terrible verse. We listened to 21 Savage, we're laughing, right? And then we go to listen to Tyler's, and we're both just like, because this is fire.
Because keep in mind, I found this song like the night before I went to show it to James, like he's talking about right now. I was baked as hell. And I was like a pretty big 21 Savage fan. And so I'm like, okay, he's like a kind of a feature on the song. He should go pretty hard. Yeah. Tyler, the Creator, I didn't listen to as much, so I wasn't really expecting too much from him. So I initially listened to it baked as hell. My like bias made it seem like 21 Savage was good. So then I go to school the next day, I'm like, yo, James, I found this song, like, it's fucking not good at all, bro. We press play on it, and, like, I'm remembering 21 Savage doing good, and I'm listening to his bars, and, like, he's like, bodyguard built like a horse. Yo. And I'm like, this is I'm like,
what
terrible.
Is happening, Owen? What are you, well, yeah.
Because I hyped up, like, 21 Savage's part to him.
And he's like, no, we don't need to worry about Tyler, the Creator's part. I'm just listening to 21 Savage, I'm like, Right, like, I want to see what Tyler had.
Then Tyler comes on, just goes off on that song. Yeah. So that song we started, that was like our song at the time. We'd always listen to that. And so it literally pulled us out of a bad trip. And then after that, that's when we started frolicking around.
Yeah, well, I was frolicking.
Yeah.
Owen was in the fucking trenches of the D-Day, about to go into war. I don't even know, but like I don't even know, because I was out here, right? We opened the door, and I felt like freedom. I felt like I opened the door to like a fucking, you know, those picturesque scenes of like, you know, flowers on the hill with some butterflies. I opened the door to that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can go catch a butterfly and go run around, maybe go get some honey with the bears that are friendly with me. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, I'm like out here thinking like that, and I look over, Owen's in a hunched over position with a fucking spear in his hand, and I'm like, we are not on the same forest right now, because we kept saying to each other, oh, I'm in a forest. I'm like, yeah, I'm in a forest too.
Oh my god.
Because like we were talking about, because after Cash In Cash Out played, the mushroom thoughts start going. Because now we're on a good trip, so now we're mushing now. We're having this mushroom conversation that somehow ends with us being like, because I remember I still wasn't feeling fully like a human, and I was just doing these weird movements in the bathroom, because mushrooms make me feel like a primal human, like a Neanderthal human, just like, I feel I just get this feeling inside of me, right? And so I'm sitting there feeling like that, but I'm trying to like be normal, because I feel like I just feel so weird. So I was like, I just wish I was in the forest right now. I remember just saying that on accident.
I'm like, dude, I am in the forest right now.
And I'm like, dude, so am I. And that's when we open the door. He opens that up to like, you know, that field scene like he's talking about, you know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like he's stepping into. I open that door. I feel like I'm stepping into a wet rainforest with trees everywhere. I'm barefoot. All I got is a rope and a cloth covering me. I got a spear in my hand, and I'm hunting. I'm trying to kill something for the village. I need to get some food. I'm running around and everything like that.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? He's like, I'm ready to kill, dude. I'm ready to eat some fucking deer flesh and throw it on my dick and keep going, dude. And I'm like, all right. So somehow, I don't know how, we both get into this fucking mode, and we're running around with spears, killing deer, fucking tripping.
Yeah, we're tripping our ass off. We just keep running past my mom's. We're stomping. We're upstairs neighbors too. This is upstairs neighbor activity. Yeah. It's like 1 a.m.
We're busting into his little sister's room. He's dead. I'm fucking bored of here. Fucking just running around, slamming the door shut, running back into the living room. I was like, there's no ball over there. There's no ball over there.
What did we do after that?
Well, that's when... Wait, is that trip when we went to the bathroom and tried to sleep?
That is.
Yeah.
That is the one where we went to the bathroom and tried to sleep.
I was always thinking about that. Yeah, okay. So we were like fucking tripping for a long time, and we were on the couch. We were sitting on the couch because his mom was fucking done.
And we were sinking back down.
We were sinking back down, and I'm like, dude, I can't go to sleep here. Like, I can't go to bed right here. So like, fuck, dude, maybe we should go to the safe space. And so we went to the bathroom, and it's like 5 a.m. now. We're sitting there, we're probably laid there, and I'm like, dude, you gotta call out of work, dude. We can't go to work, right?
Yeah, I texted and this is the funniest part too. I texted my manager Tanner. I'm like, hey, bro, I've been throwing up all night. Which technically wasn't a lie. I did throw up, stuff like that.
Yeah, but we said,
for the wrong reason. I'm like, throwing up, not feeling good, like blah 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 blah. And like, I never missed any work or anything like that, so I knew I was gonna be good. It's like 5:30 in the morning at the most. I send this text to Tanner. He responds in the same second. Just, oh, okay, perfect. I'm like,
what the fuck? I know. I was like,
what are you doing up right now?
Yeah, I know. We're trying to go to bed.
Because me and him both worked a double that day. That's why I called out. Was because we both worked a double. So I was like, sorry about this. And this man's up at 5:30. He's working a double that starts at 10. I'm like, there's no reason to be up this early.
No. And so we're fucking chilling in the bathroom, just fucking, about to go to bed, kind of drifting off. I was fucking comfortable. I was finally comfortable, because on the couch I couldn't sleep.
Well, I remember the second I got comfortable in that bathroom is when that happened.
And I was like about to drift away. And then all of a sudden, door opens. Oh, fuck.
It's hitting us. We're blocking the door.
Yeah, we're blocking the bathroom door. And his mom was like, "What are you guys doing?"
Like, oh, we're just sleeping. And she was so tired. She's like, okay, just get out. Just get out.
Get out
like,
of the bathroom. You can't sleep in the bathroom. And I was like, oh, damn. Like, I was really about to fall asleep. So then we're like, we don't want to sleep on the couch. So we go under this table that has the TV stand. We're under this table with our blankets and shit, trying to go to bed.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that's where we fell asleep. On the ground under this table.
Well, I woke up so joyous that next day, though.
Joyous.
So joyous. So joyous.
Joyous is
Okay, the more we're saying this doesn't sound like a word.
I don't think it is. But
Joyous is a word. Joyous is a word.
Look it up.
Joyous is a word.
Joyous is not a word.
Dude, I can't look it up. I'm the only one without a phone.
I don't have a phone.
No one has a phone.
Joyous.
I got a phone.
Okay, we need to find...
Ask
I need
Cyrus
to know.
if it's a...
Yeah, Cyrus.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, Cyrus. Is joyous a word?
Wait, is it
Full of happiness and joy.
I knew it. Yeah, joyous. I knew that was a word. The more you sound, it sounds like Orange
Julius.
Julius.
It's a joy celebration when you celebrate your joy.
Joyous?
Yeah, I was celebrating my joy that
How
next
do you
day.
spell it?
Joyess.
U.S.
U.S. Joyous.
Joyous.
That's a Mandela effect or something. There's no way that's true.
What are you talking about? Mandela effect.
No, it's Joyous.
O-U-S. Joyous.
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 Wait.
I'm confused about that. That doesn't make sense.
Joyous.
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 All right.
Now we know. Now we know, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well...
Well, he was joyous.
Well, that's
yeah.
tripping bad experiences. Have y'all had a bad experience with edibles, though? Because I got a pretty... Well, I wouldn't say mine's necessarily bad, but I got a real weird experience off edibles.
Weird one.
Tell
Wow.
me.
Real weird.
Yeah, I haven't had any bad experience with edibles at all. They just haven't hit me. or anything.
I do have a funny ass experience actually.
Okay, well,
A weird one, I guess.
I suppose I'll start.
Yeah.
So this would have been my freshman year, right? And at the time, so if you keep up with any of my YouTube videos, you know that my mom like ran away with her like conniving, manipulative, weird boyfriend that she beat on, and they had like restraining orders against each other. The states had to get involved, separate them, everything like that. So at the time, my mom and that like boyfriend were living down in Moscow, Idaho, right? Moscow has nothing. There is
College
nothing
town.
down there. It's a college town, and there ain't much. It's literally
No.
it's a town built around a highway. So that's all
Yeah.
you should really need to know. There's nothing there. And so my mom had this apartment that was actually somehow worse than the one she has now that we were living in.
Yeah.
But so this was my first time going down to see my mom in probably like a year and a half type of thing. Year and a half, maybe even close to 2 years since I'd seen my mom type of thing. What?
I just remembered I have a good ass. I know my worst. I got a good one.
Okay. But so I'm going down to my mom's for the first time forever, and I'm with my little sister as well, and we're going down to see my mom. And so we'd been down there for a little while. This is probably like I was staying there for a week because it was during the summer. And at the time, I was dating this I was dating Maddie.
Oh.
That over obsessive. Oh, she was the craziest. Technically, she wasn't even the craziest bitch. Yeah.
Damn.
No, yeah, James did talk to all of her friends.
All her friends, but yeah.
Yeah, I only technically dated her for a week, but this was during that week that I was dating her for.
During the week I ran through.
Yeah, well, no, because remember, I dated her for a week, then I broke up with her, and then I kept like finessing her, and then you were finessing her friends, and
It was a bad in and out situation.
It was
for months.
It was. Well, not really.
Years.
No. What do you mean years? What do you mean years?
Well, she was.
That was maybe 3 months. No. Oh, you talking about her?
Yeah.
She. Okay, so we were dating for less than a week. She set my abs as her lock screen and instantly told everyone we were dating before we were dating.
Yeah.
And for a year and a half, 2 years after we stopped dating, I'd add some chick on quick ad, right? I'd be trying to finesse, I'd be trying to pipe, and all of a sudden, you cheating bastard, I know you're dating Maddie, I know you're dating Matt. For a week, my freshman year,
Yeah.
she still has you as her lock screen. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
A whole year later, I was still her lock screen. She's still out here telling people that we're dating, all sorts of stuff. I'm like, nah, this just ain't right. Like, I don't want to go too in depth on this, you know what I'm saying? Because this isn't the point of the story. But she was crazy. She was over obsessive.
Fucking
She was crazy. She was a bitch. Like, capital B, bitch. And, she treated her mom like shit. Besides the point, once again.
She treated her mom like shit.
And her mom was the sweetest person ever.
so sweet.
So
She bought us
sweet.
coffee.
Yeah, no, not only did she buy us coffee, she thought we didn't like coffee from one stand, so she offered to drive us across town to the
Yeah.
other one. And then Maddie's like, shut up, Mom, they don't need to go across.
Whoa, we were gonna say no anyway, bitch, but maybe I want to go now. Like,
yeah. Oh, she was a bitch, though. She was genuinely,
sounds like it.
Besides the point, though, I'm down in Moscow for only a week. And so this is like the 3rd, 4th day that we've been there, right? And as I explained a little earlier in this podcast, my mom let me smoke. She let me do quite a bit of stuff, right? And so my freshman year, me and James we were really starting to smoke a lot, right? Like I was getting baked as shit. And so I pull up to my mom's, right? And I'll never forget this because I was trying to find a plug too. So like I had my mom's pen, my mom's pen, and this plug was like, hey, I need you to prove to me you're not a cop. Send me a picture of you like hitting something. So I like sent him a picture of me like hitting the pen, right? And then like a video of me hitting the pen. And then after I sent that video, I just kept chiefing it. I remember I took bare minimum like 7 to 8 blinkers, right? And I was so high. But I'm like, you know what? I could be like, or no, before this is when I ate this edible though. My mom gave me this big old edible. I can't remember, it was like a 50 milligram or something, which was gigantic at the time for me. And then she also gave me 2 mints that were like 5 milligrams. So I was on like around 60 milligrams of edibles. It's my first time ever taking edibles. So like, I thought that I felt a little baked. And I'm like, man, this shit sucks, right? So that's why I started chiefing that pen. Hella, right? And after that, I'm like, I'm literally walking around like this. I'm like, oh, I'm so baked. So I'm like, but I could be more baked. So I went into my mom's bathroom and I smoked, I can't remember if it was 1, 2, or 3 bowls. I think it was 2 or 3 bowls though. I smoked a lot though. Yeah. And then I went out, I sat on the couch, because this specific apartment was a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. And that's it. It was literally just 1 master bedroom, and then there was a living room and a kitchen. Yeah. And so me and my little sister are in the living room on this couch, right? And we're watching, I can't remember what this 30 Rock, the show called 30 Rock. It's a hilarious show, right? So I remember, and like literally to give you an idea on like how baked I was, I sat down on this couch, we pressed play on this episode, and it's edible. I feel it start to creep up on me. You know how they have like the cold opens in a lot of shows where it's like 30 seconds before the intro plays? Yeah. They made a joke in that 30 seconds. I was laughing the whole duration of the entire episode, right? It was a funny joke. So I remember I started laughing my ass off at this, right? My little sister's next to me. She starts laughing too. It's like, ha ha, like she's laughing pretty hard. I keep laughing. I feel her force a laugh. Ha ha. I'm still laughing. And then eventually she just stops and she's just staring at me like, what the fuck is wrong? Why are you laughing so hard at this? I laughed for 15 to 20 minutes straight at that same goddamn joke. And then the next episode comes on and I'm sitting here like, I don't know if I've ever been this high in my entire life. And then so my sister ends up like falling asleep throughout like the course of this episode. And then so all of a sudden I'm like watching this show. I get bricked as shit. And I'm like, oh no, I'm so hard right now, right? So that's when I'm like, fuck, should I jerk off? Like little freshman me, I'm like 14 years old, I'm horny as shit. I'm like, yeah, I need to go jerk off, right? But the only bathroom, as I explained, is in my mom's room. I'm not about to bust into my mom's room while she's sleeping just to jerk off in the bathroom. So I grab this pillow. I go into the kitchen. So like literally, this is the living room, right? Me and my sister right here. There's a wall right here, and then the kitchen's behind that wall. So I literally just go around this wall. I'm like maybe 5 feet away from the couch technically, but I'm completely closed off from everything. But I'm still just in this open kitchen. I put this pillow down on the ground. I sit down, like literally not sit down. I lay down on this cold kitchen floor and just start jerking off, right? I start jerking off. And then all of a sudden, that's when that chick was texting me, and she's just like, and like my girlfriend was for like a week or so, right? And she just like starts texting me, and that's when I'm like, hold up. I'm gonna have some phone sex. I want to have phone sex, right? So like she calls me because she called me. That's what made me think that. I pressed answer on the call and immediately came everywhere. Before any words were even said, I answered the call and all of a sudden there's just cum and I'm like, oh no, I'm on the phone and I need to clean up. What am I doing? Because that's when that post-nut clarity hits. No post-nut clarity's good. That wasn't post-nut clarity. That was a post-nut slap across the face. What are you doing in the kitchen, naked, spanking it on the floor, on the phone? Like, I'm sitting here like, no, what is wrong with me, bro? What is wrong with me? And so my face on the phone is like freaking out type shit. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, 1 second. Boom, hang up the phone. I start cleaning up, put up my pants, go back to the couch. I went straight to bed. I went straight to fucking sleep. Straight to sleep. I woke up the next day and I was like, I got way too high.
Yeah, damn,
too high. That's terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Wow, it's terrible.
Oh my god.
Oh no,
the
that
only
was
time
bad.
a fucking edible really hit me like that much was fucking when I stole my mom's boyfriend's edible and went to work. Holy fuck, I couldn't even work right. I was like, oh shit, kept going in the back and hitting my pen and hitting other people's pens. So I was getting fucking baked. Oh, so bad. But my worst, I think, experience on any drug was when I went to Seattle. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. I fucking went to Seattle. And so when I went to Seattle, me and Adriel went to different parties, different raves, okay?
Oh.
Our first night there, right? First night we had a Valentine's Day rave. And so me, you know, Mob G, I like to get high. Okay, so I was looking for someone with a fucking pen in that entire facility. I was going around, hey, yo, you got a pen, right? And there was this dude that was, you know, on Molly. And, okay, and I knew he was on Molly because this goth kid that told me from earlier was like, hey, bro, this guy's on Molly because he was handing out little baby ducks. Baby rubber ducks. So I had this baby rubber duck on me, so I'm like, if this guy is on Molly and I give him this baby rubber duck, he's going to freak the fuck out and he might know someone who has a pen. So I'm going to get my pen hit. So I do this, right? I'm like, hey, bro, look, I got your baby duck, right? And this is in the middle of the rave. Like, this is, you know, probably like 200 people in this rave, and we're in the very center, like, very up front, next to where all the music is bumping. I'm like, dude, I got your duck, right? And he's like, oh, bet, dude, bet, right? And I'm like, hey, do you got a pen, bro? I need to get high, right? And he's like, grabs me, right? Dude, I would not, you know, ask for people's drugs here. And I'm like, oh yeah, dude, like, you're right, like, that's a good advice, thank you, homie. And he's like, but I got you, dog, right? And so he fucking spins around, goes into the crowd, and I'm like, fuck, okay, so he's getting his friend, right? All of a sudden, this dude next to me to the left, right, is like, hey, yo, bro, what you need? Molly or acid, right? And I'm like, wait, what? Is that what you're on? I don't know what the fuck he said, right? And I'm like, what? He's like, Molly or acid, bro? And I'm like, is that what you're on, right? Like, that's what I asked him. He's like, no, bro, what you need? Molly or acid? And I'm like, oh, dude, Molly, right? That's when some fucking hand grabs me, pulls me into the crowd closer to where the music is, and it's loud as fuck now. He's like, here, bro, it's not DMT, bro. And I'm like, what? I didn't think it was DMT, right? And he's just like, hit this shit 3 times, bro, 3 times, suck as hard as you can, right? And it's like a disposable. It looks like a disposable. I'm sucking my fucking lungs out. Suck that bitch. Keeps one more fucking time. 3, you did it 3 times. I'm like, yeah. Doing it again, right? I blow out. The last time I blow out, right? I don't know how to explain it besides I could see my breath, right? And I'm like, and I'm like, I can't breathe now. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? Because I'm like, just like thinking that. I'm like, what the fuck? I look up and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get out of the middle of the rave, right? Because everything's like slow motion, but fucking I can't breathe. And I'm like, it's hot as fuck in here, right? Deep in the rave, and now the rave setup is right here's a dance floor, and there's steps, and then there's like a little outside area, but it's still inside. It's like a little cold area, but it's like the entrance almost, you could say. It's like the entrance area, but not, because no one's out in the entrance area, they're all on the dance floor. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta get to the entrance area. I pile my way through all these fucking people, right? And I'm going, I'm like, can't breathe at all, and then I get to the stairs, boom. And that's when I start thinking about, whoa, what the fuck, right? But I start going down the stairs, because I need to get to somewhere where I can chill the fuck out, right? And so I'm like, trying to not be looking as if I'm tweaking, because we just seen this tweaker bitch go get walked out of the entire facility, and we were all making fun of her. So I'm trying to walk down these stairs, look normal, and I'm like, fuck, I wonder how fucked up I look. There's no way I look fucked up. I'm not that fucked up. Like, wow, this is not me. How am I so high right now? Because I'm like, what the fuck is going on, right? I get to this table. It's like a big-ass table. It's like a standing table, right? You know, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, this dude comes up to me because I'm hot as shit, right? And he's like, dude, are you good, bro? And I'm thinking, because I'm tweaking about how I even got here. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, how the fuck did I even get to this position right here? What the fuck did I just do, right? And then all of a sudden, he's like, hey, bro, you good? And I'm in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck? Do I look bad? Like, I didn't think I looked this bad, right? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm fine. I'm just, fuck, it's hot in there, bro. It's hot in there. And he's like, oh, yeah, bro, I know, right? And so he, go back to his table. This gothic kid comes back out and is talking to me. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, like, half the entire time. I'm trying to get, I literally take off in all of my clothes, and I'm holding them all in my fucking hand, and I go over to the baggage check because they have water, and the bitch is like, hey, do you want baggage check? And I'm like, no, or like coat check, sorry. Coat check. And I'm like, no, fuck no, I don't want to do coat check because I know it costs money. And I'm like, hell no, I don't need a coat. I have all of my shit in my hand. It looks like I'm about to give her my coats. I'm like, I need water, right? Get a water, buy a water, get my water, drink my water. Go back to the fucking table. And then I'm sitting there, and this gothic kid's telling me some bullshit, right? I put on my sweatshirt back on, and I'm like, I can't wear my jacket, right? And he's like, only thing I remember this gothic kid telling me is, dude, put your jacket around your waist, right? I'm putting it around my waist. I'm looking over at these people, and they look like clay people. Like, they look like clay people. Like, outlined clay people. And I'm like, what the fucking shit. I'm like closing my eyes and I can't focus. And I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? Like I'm not high or something is wrong right now. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, right? Because I can't think straight at all. And I'm going down this hole. I'm like, what the fuck did I just do, right? And all of a sudden, this kid that I I just met him in the rave, but he comes out and starts talking to the guys like, boom, 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 they're talking, boom, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck are they talking? Because I just feel like they're talking that fast. And all of a sudden, all I hear is, dude, there's DMT floating around the party, right? And I'm like, what? Like, in my mind, I'm hearing this. And then the Gothic kid is like, what's DMT? Shit that makes you trip out hard, dude. And that's when I look at my hands and look up and I'm like, holy shit. And my heart just fucking drops. I'm like, I'm on DMT. Oh, shit. And I just start fucking spiraling. Everything starts fucking, like, spiraling. The whole room starts spinning. And I'm like, oh, fuck, right? And I don't even know what the hell happened to them. I don't even see them anymore. I don't know what the fuck happened to them. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm tripping bad. And now my initial thoughts right here, because if I leave this fucking party, because that's what my initial thought was, like, fuck, I need to get out of this party. I need to get some fresh air, right? Because, like, it's still inside. I'm not outside, you know what I'm saying? It's still, like, I'm like, maybe I need to get some real fresh air, you know what I'm saying? Some real fresh air. If I go outside, I can't come back in. And Adriel is fucking in the party. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't leave, you know what I'm saying? So I'm walking. It's either I turn right and go outside, or I turn left and I fucking go back in the party, and I'm looking back in the party because I'm about to go out, and I'm like, goodbye, party, you know what I'm saying? Tripping my ass off, and all of a sudden, I just see this fucking fog machine go out into the crowd. And I'm like, holy shit, that looks awesome. And I just fucking run into that party. I just start going boom. Fucking eventually, I'm in the middle of the party. I'm like, oh god, I can't breathe again, right? Adriel finds me. I'm chilling now, though. I'm still just like tripping the fuck. I'm like, Adriel, dude, I don't know what the fuck I just did, dude, but I did not just smoke weed. And he looks at me. Tell him what you said.
So I see James
in the dark. This is in the rave.
Yeah, this is in the rave. I've been looking for him for the past 30 minutes. Now, right? Like, he's been on the run. I've been on the fucking chase. All right. Hunt. So I go ahead. I see James, and as I'm looking at him, as he's trying to talk to me, I can't get my eyes off that his eyeballs look like bowling balls. Yeah. Right? And he's like, dude, you won't believe
yeah,
what
happened.
You won't believe what the eyes as happened. Wide as can be. And I'm like, I'm sitting, I can't even concentrate what he's saying right now because I can see something's not right.
It's crazy.
And so he goes ahead, he starts explaining to, the whole, like,
I'm like, dude, we gotta go out here.
Well, yeah. So we get dragged out into, like, the more quiet area where the coat check is, right? So he starts explaining what's happened, okay? And I'm still just admiring his eyes right now, like, whoa, dude, like, you really on something. Well, then he's like, dude, yeah, I'm on DMT. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, the rubber ducky guy, he gave it to me. I'm like, huh? Whoa, boom, turn around, sprint right back into the rave, right?
What the fuck, dude?
Boom, boom, boom. Marching. Walk up, find the rubber ducky, dude. I'm like, hey. He's like, oh, gets all happy because I met him earlier, right?
Yeah, we were just talking to him before this.
Yeah, so we start talking to him. I'm like, hey, got anything I can hire? And he's like, oh, yeah, man, I got you, right? Goes ahead, boom. Starts walking in the crowd, I'm sitting there, and, like, I'm walking with them, like, we're on an adventure right now, right? Then we're going, then I got bumped, this whole crowd movement happened, I get thrown away, the next thing you know, he comes back, and he's like, dude, my buddy's gone. I'm like, no. Right? So I'm like, all right, screw it. So I turn around, run back to James. All right, so what's the rest that happened? What happened?
I'm like, dude, what the fuck, dude? Because I'm like on the come down chilling now, but I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Because I'm not going back in there at this time because I was just in there to go see if I could find him, and I did. And now he's talking about, oh, I couldn't get high with you, dude. Dude, you do not want this. but it was BBA, and I just didn't expect it. I would have done it, but it was just like, I was not expecting that.
I would never trust no motherfucker who come up to me if you ask to hit their shit and they're like, it's not DMT.
Yeah, right?
If you tell me that immediately makes me assume that you're on DMT, and there's a high chance, even if you have one that's not DMT, you're gonna confuse them and hand me the wrong one.
Yeah, he did hand me the wrong one.
I don't think he did. He told you to hit that shit 3 times, he got you on DMT.
Yeah, that was on purpose. DMT, hit
I know this was in the middle of a rave, so I
imagine that is what he said.
No, I feel like that's what I said to Adriel. I'm like, he probably just said fucking this is DMT, bro. Because, I mean, think about it. I was in the middle of the rave.
So loud,
the music's going. I'm like, oh, that's not DMT. I didn't think it was. Who the fuck thinks
It's like when you're in Mexico, it's not meth.
Yeah, dude.
As we're inside of Seattle at a
middle
rave.
of Seattle at a rave. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, no, that's not. I didn't think it was DMT, bro. Hit it 3 times. Oh, I don't think I can hit this bitch. I'm gonna fucking. I get high, bro. Just fucking. Okay. I don't know if this is weed, but no, this is not weed. I was fucked up.
Yeah, that sounds like it, man.
Yeah, it was like in Mexico, dude. Just Chupalita snorting lines, and I was like, he asked me, and then Renee's just fucking. I was like, no, I don't do coke like that. And then Renee's like, oh yeah, dude, no, it's not meth. And I'm like, didn't think it was meth, but all right. He's like, oh yeah, no, dude, most people do meth down here. They don't really, it's more common to find them snorting meth. And I'm like, huh.
What?
It's good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know. Like,
So don't go trying cocaine in Mexico.
Yeah, unless you know
Yeah,
it's
most
just
definitely.
don't
And if you do, learn the words "is this meth" in Spanish.
Yeah. No, fucking Spanish. Oh hell
Okay.
no.
We just crossed the threshold of the hour mark on the recording though, so I think we should call this motherfucker right here.
Yeah,
but
good episode too, though.
great
Very good
episode.
episode.
But
Love you guys.
all of y'all though, let us know in the comments certain subjects, certain things, any type of topic y'all want to hear about in the podcast. It doesn't have to be related to anything.
No.
Put the most random thing, anything in the world, any topic, whatever it is y'all want to hear us talk about, put it in there. We can talk about anything.
A subsection. We can have a certain ceremony for a certain sermon. Certain something. Like a certain section.
Exactly. Woo! So, hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Hope y'all are enjoying the Mobcast. We are going to be on Spotify and Apple Music very, very soon. We're going to have a new episode every Saturday out for y'all. But hope y'all enjoy the Mobcast, and we will see y'all in the next episode.
Goodbye.
And cut.
I'm totally keeping that in.